Hi everybody, welcome to Insurasales Live. Today we got a special treat. I'm here with someone who, when I walk into a room, we're at 8% right now. When I walk into a room, this guy is walking around and he stands out to me. I've never told you this.
Oh man, thank you.
But when you just see someone, he's got a spirit about him, he's got an aura about him, and he's one of these guys you just look across the room and you're like, who is that guy? And I want to ask you today, Roger Short, everybody. Roger, what is in your heart that makes you happy all the time, that gives you this good aura, and how can that translate to people in the insurance business?
Man, that's a great question. So first of all, thank you, man, for having me on your show. I love what you guys are doing. I respect your game. I respect your drive. Probably not much different than what's in your heart, and that's to make a difference in the lives of other people. I saw you speak yesterday on stage, and I saw you have a moment about your dad, about how your dad impacted other people around you, and you got to see that. You got to witness it, right? And when I think about my life and what I want to do in business, with my family, as a career, with my friends, is I want to make sure that when it's all said and done for me, that when they think about Roger, is that I left them in a better place. I made them feel differently about themselves. And hopefully I made them believe a little bit more, that they maybe saw themselves a little bit more how God sees them than how we see them ourselves sometimes. And so that's what makes me happy, man.
What's in you is Jesus Christ, right?
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
That's what I see in you,
100%.
honestly.
Yes.
And it's the true spirit that you see in few people.
Yeah.
And so, tell us a little bit about your agency, a little bit about what you do to help people.
Well, I'm in the insurance space, obviously. We launched a podcast back in 2020 just to serve the industry called the Life Insurance Academy podcast. We were just on audio for the first 2.5 years. We just went to YouTube video just last year. Our podcast has taken off. It's there to serve the entire industry. We have guests and industry-wide guests on there about how to be successful as an agent and how to successfully build an agency. And it's been an honor to meet some of the most fabulous people in the industry as a result. That thing is blown up. It's absolutely blown up. Our YouTube channel just in the last year has blown up. So that's one of our passions, is serving, giving back. On the professional side, with our agency, Impact Legacy Group, is a national organization where we support people, agents and agency builders, in helping them with contracting, onboarding, training, support, tools, resources, everything from start to finish, so we can help someone become successful and then build a successful business. And we support strategic partners around the country.
So when you're talking to a new agent, someone's new in the business, how do you tell them? Because you're going to naturally attract the people who want to make an impact, want to have a legacy in the name of your company, right?
Yes.
Who want to do that. That's in your DNA, that's who you are, and that will repel some people.
Yes.
But it'll also attract the other people.
Yes.
So when someone comes to you and says, like when I came out of college, I wrote down my goals. I said, I want to leave a string of touch lives behind me.
Yeah.
I want to make a difference for God. I want to do these things. So if I'm 22 years old and I come to you and say, Roger, why the insurance business? How's that going to help me?
Well, first of all, it doesn't have to be the insurance business, for that person. It really doesn't. It's what I choose as a vehicle. And so if your question is, why did I choose the insurance business and how I use that? I believe we're supposed to live our genuine self, our authentic self, who we are, our beliefs, our core values, through whatever business practice we do. The thing I like about the insurance business, it allows you to develop strategic relationships, which turn into mentorship opportunities. A lot of people coming out of school, out of college right now, are wondering what happened. Like, I was told, go to school, get a good education, get a good job, and I'm coming out and I just spent $100,000, and people want to hire me to pay me $40,000. They don't really seem to care about me. There's really no mentorship, like I'm a number. What happened?
Decisions are made 8 levels above.
I bought the dream, and the dream's not delivered. It's turned into a nightmare. And so a lot of people are wandering, are drifting in life. And so for me, when I was that age, I was looking for somebody to latch onto. And I would say the most important thing for me that I found was that relationships are the most important thing you could ever ask for in your life. It's more valuable than money. Because if you find the right relationships of people who are honorable, they have integrity, they operate with confidence, they're astute with their finances, they have good business acumen, you are going to learn how to be successful. And the insurance business affords that, because you can create those strategic partnerships through contract relationships, through coaching and mentoring. that you can have those relationships with people. That's why I got into business. That's why I love it, because we attract people, like you said, with the aura and the vibe that we're putting off. So I speak to people my truth, and people who resonate with that, they come and are attracted to me.
And the agents that you bring in, now these are people who, they also go out from you as a mentor, you as their mentor. Now they go out, and you're creating a legacy because they go out, they touch the lives of people, whether they're on the phone or they're in the home.
100%.
And yeah, it's not just about at all. Everyone who's been successful in the insurance business knows that 90% of the conversation isn't about the transaction.
Correct.
To make a good deal. So the impact that you can have by touching people's lives. I remember before we were in the phone, I got to go to people's homes.
Yeah.
And that's one of the biggest things I missed when we went to telesales.
Yeah.
I didn't get to go in their homes. I didn't get to see their pictures on the wall. I didn't get to see those.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. It's a great opportunity, but it doesn't matter really what business you're in. All business is a people business, but the insurance business is particularly gives people the freedom to be able to chart their own path in life.
Yeah, and not all insurance opportunities do that. You can work for a company and get paid as an employee, and you're an employee, but I'm an entrepreneur at heart, and so I espouse entrepreneurship. Like, I promote it. Like, run, create opportunities, don't just take, create opportunities. I moved to the US from Canada in 2001, 23 years ago. I never applied for a job ever. I started a business. I started attracting people to hire and work with me. We built businesses. I exited my first company in 2013, got in the insurance business in 2014, started hiring people to that business. I believe that there's an abundance out there. Some people have a scarcity mindset. I have an abundance mindset. I'm like, what opportunities can we create? I know I can do more if I do it with other people who are like-minded, so I'm always looking to attract good people and say, what could we possibly do together? And the insurance business is honorable because you get to serve families and help protect them and put their families in a better place. At a most tragic day in their life. Now there's some finances in place because the dad or the mom that you helped took the opportunity to invest in their kids, in their family, before that tragic situation happened. And that's with forethought and planning.
And they need it, and it's so confusing for everyone. So you get to be a service to people with the transaction, but building relationships on top of it. I got one last question, because I know you got to go, and thanks for the interview.
Yeah.
What is the number one thing that someone has to do to attract the right people in their life? Because if there's anything I've learned, is the only key to success is only being around the right people and not being around the wrong people.
I think first of all, you need to seek out the right relationships, right? You have to decide who you want to be, and you have to seek out the right relationships to get around you. And once you find those people, and you're going to go through some bad ones to find the good ones. It's just the way life works. Sometimes people have a hidden agenda, but when you find the good ones, you learn so much from them, and then you want to be that for other people. And then I think if you stand in that authentically and speak that with confidence, the right people will find you. I think that's really what it's about.
Yeah, it's almost like if you just concentrate on being the right person, you'll
attract the right
person.
A
frequency that attracts the right type of people.
That's right. Don't try to be someone that's someone else.
Perhaps maybe when I see you in the room, it's like, I got to go see that guy. Maybe that's the frequency thing.
It might be a frequency.
Like, someone else might not notice you much at all. But.
You said something. Brandon. That was. You said it's through the transaction. I've learned to maybe change that language a little bit, and it was from a book that I recently read by Tommy Spalding called The Power of Influence. In fact, my talk on it on Thursday was on the gift of influence. Right. The gift of influence. Tommy Spalding's book's The Gift of Influence, and my takeaway from that book is turning thoughtless transactions into meaningful human interactions.
Okay.
Where we take a moment to actually have a meaningful exchange of value in people's lives. And that's different than a transaction. I think too many of us are transactional. We're looking for the quick hit. How do I become successful fast? How do I blow up on social? How do I get people to click to my funnel and sell my course and buy my product and money, money, money? It doesn't happen like that. As you grow and mature, you realize it's about relationships. And relationships, if you develop the right relationships, you will always be wealthy. And wealth is not just about money, but you will also have money.
Well, I had just that's a great ending there. I want to back up what you're saying. We produced the first person ever sold $1 million Medicare supplement.
That's awesome.
And we had scripts. Other people were writing it. They were writing, 700, 800,000, which was unheard of, back in the days. This guy came in, blew through $1 million, became one of the top producers of all time. And he threw all the sales techniques, all the scripts away and all that. He just started asking questions.
That's right.
And he would stay about an hour and a half on the phone with someone and then go, yeah, well, I'm the Medicare expert, so here's what you need to do. And once the relationship was there, they're like, I like this guy.
That's right.
And they knew he was an expert, so then they took his advice. There wasn't a whole lot of convincing or all that. So it is a relationship.
And that's the real life human interaction. That's it.
And
that's where
real
values
human
exchange.
Interaction increases your sales.
That's right.
The people who are trying to be transactional don't make it.
When you're trying to sell, it repels. When you're trying to bring value, it attracts.
Any final words, man? It's been great.
I think that was it. I think that was it.
Say it one more time.
You are someone who is not trying to sell. You are trying to bring value, and value attracts. So thank you, man, for what you do for the business.
Roger Short, everyone.
Thanks.
Where do they go to find you?
They can go to, you can follow me on Instagram, Roger Short. Just at Roger Short on Instagram. Roger at lifeinsuranceacademy.org. Yeah, you can find me at either one of those.
Roger at lifeinsuranceacademy.org, or go to Life Insurance Academy and get the real deal.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you, man.
Pleasure again, brother.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.